会屌你。惊喜会面，干 Papi 你又怎么了？啊 ，Papi 说他还有一个什么啊惊叹鸟，来看看惊叹鸟，等一座3块。
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
我啊，还有谁？
Is this where we're meeting?
Well, they don't exactly know.
Once we tell them about the snitch.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell.
I suppose they are known for having an air of.
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to. And Ranrock's after something I found. Fake had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack.
Goodness. Well, that's. Of course, I'll guard your secret.
We'll simply be honest with.
Yes, of course. We'll meet
有声音哦。
tell them about this.
大小。 好酷哦！哇，他们都超壮的哎！
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
呼呼呼呼呼呼呼呼！
Leave them be, Alec.
果然，
We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
是族长吗？
You forget your place.
愚蠢的老人。
fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
我们不一
From
样
what。I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
洞穴
I'll let you know what I find.
啊，靠呗，不是现在要开始开干哦。啊，这里又有哦。 在火米村的那个门口，怎么这里的任务都要这样等一下呀？原来
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
阿洛，
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Agabus Filbert,
我
Otto
靠，妈，你
Dibble,
要见太多人了吧？
and as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activity.
Where am I to find these friends?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often
啊，又要在
at
火米
Otto
村找
Dibble.
人，
He works at
高级
Gladwell's,
服
so you will
饰
like-。
What sort of information?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had. We simply need to know.
Very well.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed. Meet me here after you.
反正知彼知彼，
Hopefully by the
百
time you
战
return,
百胜
I， will be able to move a bit.
对吧？你想讲这个对吧？干，为什么？我操！我去你妈的！
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
拉贝先生，拉贝上
Oh, Isco, what
不
have
是
I
呢？
done?
哦，这是女的呢
Mrs. Rabe，
拉贝女士。
I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr.
I shall do all I can to get evidence.
Very well. Here's the note I received.
拉贝女士，我们希望你愿意重新考虑并帮助我们处理银行业务的需求。我们给了你许多时间做出决定，但我们已经逐渐开始失去了耐心。我相信你能够看清与我们合作的价值。你的丈夫肯定会很高兴。你能够在这个礼拜结束给予答复吗？干，这个就是绑架的啊！
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
这就是有点带威胁的语气啊。
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take
Mr.
it.
Dibble,
I've nothing to say about
please, sir.
You know the Bickle?
I know Mr. Hill.
Oh, he's a good man. It started a few. I hid the note behind the counter, and I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill. Mr. Hill's... We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms.
What did he ask you?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf. He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply it. I've been able to cover for his...
这也是威胁呢。
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me.
I would love nothing more than to... As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have...
Understood.
要销毁吗？不好吧？
Mr. Hill returns.
I'm on the right track. To find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Philbert must be around here somewhere.
Hi.
Excuse me, Mr. Philbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
也是个威胁啊。
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But... perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
好过分哦，直接拿人家的东西。
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Rebellion!
"哎呦，这还不能捡。现在可以飞过去了吧？哇，还不行啊！我的天哪！
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
猪头酒吧，妈的好累。
He must be around here somewhere.
哎，这个也没开啊。
Hamora. Revelio.
都是一堆垃圾。
Natty's wand. She can cast.
娜娜欧奈的魔杖
She wanted me
，Why？
to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
你公三小，
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way.
呵呵，藏身处，呵呵，舅舅奈奈，还是哦哦，还是娜娜
It's？led to this room. Must be another way forward. Accio. The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
好屌啊，在这里藏一个这个区域。
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running.
It's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend has been He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
It's Totalis.
I'm going straight to the Hogshead.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
Girls be nothing but trouble.
来哟，
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes.
Revelio.
I should think you show more method.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
他直接死掉。
Natty must be here somewhere.
None。
Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rayleigh. He will tell you what you need to do.
直接灌到底，妈的，这一趟就直接搞定了。然后他的头直接被我直接用整的化死掉，嫩。
Mr. Rabe,
You spoke with my wife.
worried about you.
I am all right. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found...
Well done. Now, you best stand.
Oh.
Hey.
Revelio.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful.
Revelio.
Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must...
The girl's friend won't come.
Barricus totalis. Revelio.
干超好笑，直接被弄掉。
Revelio.
要干嘛？
Revelio.
Students these days, so full of themselves. That's what we're counting on, innit?
Barricus totalis.
They got what they deserved.
好了啦，这样就搞定了啦。
Revelio.
不用现行啊，诗
The
集。
book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
还有一本书哎、青睐的
Also
Lossie
Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
直接全杀死！妈，跟你在那边拖拖拉拉。整间我他妈我就直接清掉。不是啊，什么找到离开的方法？有病是不是啊？啊，你就从原本那边进来了，从那边原本的出去不就好了？同一个穴啊。问题在哪？
Revelio.
哎，干还真有问题哦，没有啦，这里啊。搞定啊，哪有什么问题啊？辛格警官。
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
好哦。
Yes, officer.
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for
不
rescuing
是啊，
me. We
执
shall
法
speak
官
soon.
你也不用进去处理啦，我们都处理完了。阮拢处理好啊，阮大大嘞。校长的致辞。哦，校长，等一下，我们先回那个万宁寺哈。隐形药水一罐都不剩。
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
哇哇！哇！哇！2瓶隐形药水。都是下降的，太废了吧！啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵啵好，校长致辞。怎么会是在黑防御那个教室啊？叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭叭！哦，哎呦，哎呀，哎呀，哎呀，干，超可爱。
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my
哦，好酷哦！哎呀，帮人恢复，会玩的雪人哦。哦，他这个都有季节性诶，这个雪人懂玩哦。 布置的越来越有那个圣诞节的气氛啊！地图密室， 哦，不是校长致辞。干这个什么声音
Revelio. One up, one to go.
啊，哪里还有当？
Revelio.
哦，这个有开哦，这个也算。无头骑士不知道在冲三小。
Mine now, demi-guys. Revelio.
哦 ，It's you， 大炮，麻瓜器物。
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
这样还没办法阻止哈洛。警方不是介入了吗？
Revelio. Defender. Arresto momentum. Defender. Bombard.
Bombard 哎，都没用，那个箱子我不知道到底怎么。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
哎呀
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to
他这个校长很北蓝，好不好？干，一开始来就知道了。
Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait.
爸爸。